All right, the third of three first to tens that I had that day. This one is Great Weapon against Iggy. A couple things to know. My weapon is 6 inches longer. His weapon is about half the weight. Also, even on just the watch through at normal speed, I am going to have everything muted. There were some conversations going on around that probably aren't appropriate. Sorry, Iggy. I owe you one more fight. Apparently, I only got 9. Um, so next practice, we'll have to get that last one in there. As for fighting, I am noticing one thing off the bat that I always do incorrectly on a lot of Great Weapon is I'm dropping my hips too low for a normal stance. Like I am I'm sinking into a very stable position, but it is not a very mobile position. It's working, but it is punishable. One of the other big things I tend to do that I find, especially in great versus great, is I reach a lot, like I did right there. Um, I already have a huge amount of range. I should be taking the step in, trusting the range to protect me instead of reaching for shots, because it is putting me off balance pretty regularly in some of these fights. This next part, I really enjoyed how I changed levels here. I threw once just to the ribs, once more to the same hip, and real often people will, especially in Great Weapon, expect one shot and they'll block that first shot and then go to return. And real often they're already dead by the time they've started taking that shot. It's it does wonders for me in great versus great, and sometimes even versus shorter weapons. And then this one, he got way closer than I was expecting a great weapon to get. I goofed up, got myself killed doing something dumb. Uh, oh well, these things happen. This next one, I managed to take his arm, and this is exactly where we see why the weapon Iggy is using is as light as it is. He's still fighting pretty much normally with a single sword that just happens to be 5 feet long. It is light enough and well balanced enough to do that. As you see in an earlier fight where I lose an arm, my weapon just isn't capable of that. I guess it's a trade-off. I get much stickier hits. I can come through a lot of blocks with the leverage that the heavier weapon affords me. But man, I I saw him start fighting like that, and I was immediately jealous. That was really cool to see. This is actually something I really thought I was doing well through this. Uh, Already happened right there. Uh, just blocking with the handle because there's such a big handle on these, and then immediately throwing a response while still having that block active. Uh, that just really treated me well. Here it is again once more in slow motion. So, overall, great fights. Thank you again, Iggy, for getting those last few fights of the day in with me. I really enjoy great weapon fighting. I sorry we only apparently got to 9. If you want, we can get that one more in next week. Hopefully, after next weekend, I will have some really cool footage, not just first to tens. I've got some cool things coming up at an event. Hopefully, I can get some good footage of that. It'll be a slightly different format. But again, if you want to see those or anything else I post, first to tens, commentaries, any of that stuff, drop a subscription and you'll get notified whenever I put out new content. Thanks a lot, guys. You have a great day.